because I think if you're going to learn how to throw a golf disc, you should start by learning how to throw a putter. And when you can do that with a putter, you can make the mid-range disc, you can make the drivers work the same way. It's just a little bit of adjustment on your release. So I'm aiming for that basket now. I'm coming in over there, Corey.
Where is that?
With the throw, you'll see players, they actually do a whole run up, and they can throw them really far. The world distance record, if you can believe it, is over 1,000 feet long. Somebody's thrown one of these discs over 1,000 feet. So the best players are incredible athletes with that. And they'll do all kind of like 360 turnarounds that put as much power into their throw as possible. But that's not what's important. What's important is the angle of the release and how you get it to fly. So I mentioned how this is like a gyroscope, and it's also kind of like a wing, like an airplane. So as the disc is flying through the air, the physics of it, as it's moving forward, it creates lift, and it'll want to lift up this way. And as I told you, it's also going to want to, for me, it's going to want to turn to the left by my right-hand and backhand throw. So what I do is to get the maximum flight of this disc is to release it at this angle, coming out of my hand, like this. So that as it flies, it's turning this way first, but the natural tendency of the disc is to turn to the left, so it'll come back around. And it makes this S flight that gets the big distance out of it. So I'll just show you the basic setup of a throw. And again, it's kind of an athletic stance. Feet are about shoulder width apart. If I drew a line across my toes, that line would point to my target. Okay? Now my grip on the throws is a little bit different than my putting grip. I use a power grip. So instead of these fingers sort of fanned around on the bottom, which gives me extra control when I'm putting, when I'm throwing distance, I want more power. So I'm wrapping all of my fingers around the inside of the ring, and my thumb is on the top. Okay? So again, the disc is sort of down in the palm of my hand, and I'm holding it like that. That's the power grip. So that's the grip. I got my stance, right? My knees are bent. And what I'm trying to do is to make it do that little S flight. I'm throwing it about chest height. And it's not really a throw, it's a throw, but what you don't want to do is to throw it away from your body. You want to pull the disc through right close to your chest. So I'm trying to pull the disc, leading with my shoulder, keeping my arm straight, leading with my shoulder and pulling it through close to my chest. And then as it's pulled through, I'm shifting my weight forward from my back foot to my front, and then I'm releasing it. And I'm following through with my left thumb. So even though this hand's not involved with throwing, it's involved in trying to use all of my body's muscles to throw. So I'll throw one, and maybe I'll get a better idea. You'll get a better idea of it. So now I'm close enough to putt, right? So that's the idea. Now I'll throw a couple more. Right? All right, so same thing again here. I'm reaching back, I'm shifting my weight forward, I'm pulling it through about shoulder height, and I'm following through. It's almost like I'm trying to catch the disc with the back of the disc with my left hand. If you think about that and you step through, you'll get all your body kind of involved in the throw.
Nice.
Oh. Now, these different discs have different flight characteristics. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. The key about these throws is to turn them over so that they do that little S flight.